a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, September 4th, more importantly known as Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter's born day. Dropping the clues bombs for Beyonce, damn it. Today's Donkey of the Day is going to John Rich, one half of the country band Big and Rich. Never heard of him. All right. Reached out to my brother Bobby Bones. Drop on the clues bombs for Bobby Bones. Reached out to Bobby Bones this morning just to ask him if Big and Rich was a big deal. And I'm not going to tell you what he told me. Just know they're not popping. All right? All right? Not at all. Nothing to see here, folks. Just an old guy looking for some attention, and I'm going to give it to him this morning because John Rich today represents the worst of America. The worst of America is racism, bigotry, prejudice, oppression, marginalization, mayonnaise. Okay, all the things that make this country trash. All right, John Rich represents this all this morning because John Rich is one of millions of bigots, one of millions of racists using patriotism to disguise the prejudice they have for black people. See, according to TMZ and his Twitter, the mayonnaise in John Rich's veins is boiling because Nike did a mega deal with Colin Kaepernick. Drop on the clues bombs for Nike. All right, and my man Colin Kaepernick, I have been waiting for a sneaker company to make this move. I thought Adidas or Puma would have done it, but Cap has been signed to Nike this whole time. They just didn't know what to do with him, and I applaud them for not reacting to evil and bigotry and not dropping him because of the pressure of the president and other racist bigots who, once again, are using patriotism to disguise their prejudice for black and brown people. That silhouette of Cap taking a knee with the afro and the number 7, which is God's number, that logo has the potential to one day, be as big as Jordan's Jumpman. That's just my opinion. Now, for the past 2 years, people have been making their own Kaepernick apparel with that silhouette and Cap's likeness, so it would be extremely stupid for Nike or any company to leave that kind of money and that kind of support on the table, so salute to them. But back to John Rich of Big and Rich. John Rich feels like the deal is an insult to law enforcement and military veterans everywhere, okay? And he pointed to the incident where Kaepernick wore a pair of socks featuring a pig dressed up in a police uniform. John Rich tweeted out, "Hey, at Nike, if you're going to make the shoes, make the pig socks to match, right? Come on, people will love that." And then he tweeted, "The deal makes me sick." Now, Colin Kaepernick has explained those pig socks before, and he said, and I quote, "I wore those socks in the past because the road cops that are allowed to hold positions in police departments not only put the community in danger, but also put the cops that have the right intentions in danger by creating an environment of tension and mistrust." So these socks didn't represent all cops. They represent the cops who are abusing their power and taking the lives of unarmed citizens in this country. Now, John Rich wasn't finished. He tweeted a pic of his band sound man with the caption, "Just cut the Nike swoosh off the socks. Former Marine. Get ready at Nike. Multiply that by the millions." See, this is my problem. It amazes me that it's been almost 2 years and all these bigots that are mad at Kaepernick kneeling still want to discuss everything except why he took a knee in the first place. You hear us saying over and over, we are protesting the injustice that black and brown people face at the hands of the police, but you keep acting like you don't hear us because you don't want to hear us. How you going to bring up his socks depicting cops in police uniforms but not acknowledge why he would wear those socks? You think he's being disrespectful for the sake of being disrespectful? No, he's disrespecting the rogue officers, bad police officers who are disrespecting us. And then the other deflection, which is also the most interesting to me, is that Colin Kaepernick is disrespecting the military and his veterans by taking a knee for the flag, even though Colin Kaepernick, before protesting, why do we have to keep telling you this over and over? Before protesting, he sat down with former Seahawks player and Green Beret, Nate Boyer, to discuss the most respectful way to protest, and Nate told him to take a knee. All right, a military vet told him the most respectful way to protest is taking a knee. If Colin Kaepernick went to a military vet to figure out the most respectful, peaceful way to protest, and the military vet told him to do that, why do you all keep acting like he is purposely trying to disrespect those in the military when he did his due diligence on how to be respectful? John Rich and every other bigot out there using patriotism to disguise their prejudice for black and brown people, knock it off. Okay, because fake patriotic people in this country turn a blind eye to the real reason Kaepernick took a knee, the same way they turn a blind eye to homeless, hungry military vets when they approach their call for some change. Okay, America treats its veterans like trash. There should be no homeless veterans, all right? You fight for this country, you should get free room and board for the rest of your life. You should never have to pay taxes ever again, and you should get some type of stipend, some check every month so you can pay your bills and keep some food in your stomach. But no, so many veterans throughout America have fought for this country, and all they do is get ignored by the same patriotic And I put patriotic in air quotes. Same patriotic people who think Colin Kaepernick is disrespecting the flag. How you care more about the flag than you do the actual people who fought for it? Huh? I really want John Rich of Big and Rich and all the other racist bigots out there mad that Cap did his Nike deal. I want you to think about this. If you saw the American flag on fire and a black or brown person on fire and you had a fire extinguisher and you could only put out one, if you even have to think about which one you would put out, then stop acting like Cap's perceived anti-patriotism is the problem, because it's not. It's your prejudice. That's the problem. And if Colin Kaepernick makes you upset or makes you feel uncomfortable because of the stand that he has taken against police brutality, then you are part of the problem as well. Please give John Rich of Big and Rich the biggest hee-haw. Charlemagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.